Oh, drop top. You can't even see him on camera.
Look at this.
Obviously, your suits didn't arrive on time.
I wish you would.
Back then, you could buy a lot of chicken for $5.
And all that sauce.
17's my number. Now you all have the passwords to my computer and everything.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the best of Unsportsmanlike content. Ryan Leslie along with you once again. We thought we'd put together the best of over the holidays. In these next couple of guests, they were wild. Paul Bissonnette, you know him, you love him as Biz Nasty, and Canadian Oldie. This one went right off the rails. It's the Penguins and Leafs, and we've got Biz Nasty, who's back with the Amazon broadcast tonight. Brad May is here. It's donkey night
it's
in
nice
Toronto.
to see him have a full set of clothes on and not his fly down.
Wait a minute. You want to address this?
I have to say,
Hold
I
this.
love this
You
jacket.
guys want to zoom in on that?
This guy is an ambassador.
Brendan Shanahan gave me that. That was the nicest gift I've ever received. Unfortunately, it's the reason he got fired, but he'll land on his feet. I know he's with the league now, and I really appreciated the gesture when I got it. And I make sure everybody knows I'm a Leafs ambassador.
I love it. And this is split, right? Because you got the Penguins in town. They signed a few of your checks.
They did. I feel disloyal, but when I was there as an 18-year-old at training camp, I asked Mario Lemieux to go for lunch. His jaw dropped, like, why is this guy even talking to me? And I felt like that was the moment I had to jump over to the Leafs bandwagon.
I saw you talking with Malkin this morning. I assume he was giving it to you about this.
No,
Maybe the cowboy boots?
Malkin, yes, he was chirping my cowboy boots, and then I told him I was on Tom Green's farm, and that's why I sounded a little stuffed up. He actually gave me hay fever. I didn't even know
He
that was a
gave
thing.
you hay fever.
From all the hay in his
Stop.
barn. I was baling hay, man.
I saw it.
Tom Green put me to work. I didn't even get paid Tom Green. I want to see a check in the mail. But if Evgeny Malkin told me, he goes, stop talking about Crosby and start pumping my tires. So
Well, yeah, the both of them.
he deserves it.
Rolling.
Hey, what a good start for Malkin. And how about your crew behind us? But your dad's here with you?
I got my dad's friend, Todd Bull. He's the biggest Leafs fan going. He's on his phone right now, probably checking the line. And then my father, who's over here, who actually, fortunately enough, got to see me score a goal. It was a game winner. It was his first ever time watching me live in the NHL in that building right there. So
fantastic.
Fun to have him in attendance tonight and enjoying the show.
That's not the only person you brought with you. Do you want to do the honors here?
I brought in the secret weapon. You know, it's unfortunate what happened with the Blue Jays. The boys fought hard. They made the city and the country very proud the way they handled themselves. But now it's in the Leafs' hands to get it done. And they ain't going to do it unless they got the Canadian Oldie in the building. Do you want to show them what you can do out front here?
All right, boys, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, drop top. You can't even see him on camera.
Look at this. Those are jeggings, cowboy boots, maybe a
Watch
sock.
it. Yeah,
and
stay
wait
a while.
minute.
Stay a while here, Oldie. We even got a mic for you.
Here, we got
Are those
two mics.
pants regulation size or what?
That shirt looks like it's chafing you.
This shirt is a classic here. This is a nice little hand-me-down from one of my buddies. From the
What do we
fire hall
got
there.
planned for the boys tonight with you?
Oh, we're going to get them buzzing. We're going to get them fired up out there. Well, I think it's T-minus like an hour probably now. Until
You're
game
doing
time,
knuckles?
No? I'll give the boys knuckles, heavy knuckles, hard out the gate.
I love it. I got a question. For those who don't know, what's this all about? Like, how did this come to be?
So
this guy's a celebrity in certain circles here.
So he came in my life because of Keith Yandel. Now, this is when I sent him. Is this Game 7, Oldie?
This was, back Game 7, back at home. We won, the boys won 2-0 in Florida and came back
He
for that.
did. If they would have had him on the ice, they would have won that game. That's how much energy he brought to outside the building right before. That one, we might have needed a little blur there.
The top blur for sure.
Now that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe they were so fired up that they had no energy left for the game, so maybe not as hardcore tonight, Oldie, but
maybe come out 7-8.
Were people cheering you back kind of going, what am I cheering for? What is happening? There's a man with abs shaved into his chest hair.
I mean, I think I was just there just trying to get him fired up.
I think it worked.
Because we're Game 7. I mean, you got to get him
high knees, baby.
Going.
High knees, stepping out of the gate, right?
You got a high knees.
So
Don't
actually,
cheat the system.
The way that I was introduced to Oldie was Keith Yandel. We needed a Canadian representative for the Four Nations stream at Barstool. And he went with PMT, pardon my take, and he was so electric, Barstool ended up giving him a job, where the backstory to that is Keith Yandel discovered him because he's Rick Nash's best friend. So when Rick Nash was playing with the New York Rangers, Oldie, it was right before playoffs. They need a little bit of a morale boost. So they sent this guy in before the first game, read the lineup card, do a little dance for the boys, and the rest was history. They went on a nice little run.
Yeah.
Didn't win it, but you were a star in a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah, back to Game 7, they lost, unfortunately, Game 7, or we were going to the Stanley Cup Finals to fire up the boys. So it's unfortunate, but heck of a ride. And Jan's absolute beautician. Like,
legend.
So you're going to
Legend.
be, you guys are going to be in the crowd tonight. You're going to fire the guys up as they take the ice.
Correct.
For warm-up, I think. And then you're going to hit the crowd. What have you got lined up for everybody tonight?
Just buzz. As long as the music's playing,
just
I'm
buzz.
out there. As long as the music's
Goes on
rolling, it
field.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
I've seen you with your backside up against the glass, I believe, in Florida.
Yeah, I was down there for that. I almost got arrested 3 times. They told me I couldn't do that, but I mean, look, I'm still here today. They didn't kick me out.
He's got the gift of the gab, so he could talk himself out of a lot of things. So that was definitely one of them.
What was
not spending the night in the clink in Florida trying to get the Leafs going?
What was the reaction? You must have heard or seen some of the boys watching you in warm-up. You're going through your routine. They're watching you, totally distracted.
100%. I mean, the guys are going to say, I didn't even notice, I didn't see it. But the boys notice, they see it. I mean, another beauty. He's on the pens as well, Kevin Hayes. Love the guy. He's a beautician. So when I was doing for the Rangers and dancing around, he's always out there smiling, winking, and laughing.
He gets it, eh?
And the boys know that, so it's just a good time to get the boys fired up, right? Because
Hey, so you're a Leafs fan. You love
Yes.
the Leafs.
Yeah.
And you love the history of the Leafs. But we're playing against Pittsburgh tonight. Is there anybody on that other side that fires you up? I'm talking general managers.
Yeah, I do a little bit because he tried to think what he was doing around here, and he made an absolute mess. And now he's going down to Pittsburgh and making him.
No. You're talking about Dubes?
Wait. We did.
Setting
them up.
Wow.
Hey, don't
You
take
brought
that
him
bait,
on.
buddy. Don't take that bait.
Okay, I mean, he could have done a little bit better, but I mean, Brock Badger, alumni, St. Kitty's out there. He went down to Pittsburgh. He's all right, but I mean, gotta go. Move on. Busy. Get him out here. Gone.
I'm staying out of this conversation. They're just stirring you up. You know that, right?
You're gonna
They're
have
trying
to-
to use you for a soundbite right now. They're going to use you for a soundbite.
Okay, let's take it one step further. What do you like about Brad Treliving?
Sorry?
Brad
What do you like
Treliving.
about Tree?
Beautician. Beauty for the boys. We're going to see what happens tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't really know much about the hockey side. He's just here to pump the boys on.
Yeah, I think
he's
we've
not here for
uncovered this.
transaction and off-season acquisitions.
Tell me about the
He's
second
here to do
power
the
play.
splits, show everybody his Kiwis, get the morale up, and say
Incredible.
bye.
Get the fired up, and that's
Those
gotta
mu-
go.
Gotta go.
Those must come in
Sweet
men's.
boots. Sweet boots.
It
Those
must
are
come in
painted
men's.
on.
Painted on, yeah. Leather.
Gorgeous. Well, while we've got you, because you got to get out of here in a couple minutes for your show. Quick thought on the Leafs and the Pens, the matchup. All jokes aside, Leafs turning a corner?
Chase, so every year, 12, 15 games in, they're 500. This happens every year, and people start hitting the panic button. Like, I get that Marner left, but there's other issues that we had to address. And those new players that have came in, they're starting to find their game. Like, they're in new environments, new system, new teammates. So, like, guys like Dakota Joshua and Waugh and even Michelli, they'll find a way. I like Robertson up on that top line. Robertson's 24 years old. He's spent a lot of time going up and down. He's got a good shot with the top unit. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
Let's pump the boys on and let's get things fired up. What do we got here?
Sean, can I get, because these guys got to run. We're going to get you both to sign this hat. We're going to auction it off for charity.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Love that.
If you want to start that, Oldie.
Of course.
And
Appreciate
then
it.
Biz can sign it. We'll get maybe a photo with you wearing that. It's an oversized
absolutely.
hat.
And
I can't
now-
get over those jeans.
Oh,
the
I
jeans
know,
have
I don't
stolen
know-
the show.
I don't know how he gets those things on, but this is a good thing. Good thing they got the above the waist shot here for the live stream.
Yeah, keep
Or
it above
it would
here.
have
Keep
to
it
be an
above.
OnlyFans account you're watching through if that wasn't the case. But on a serious note, though, like, I'm so proud of what the Jays were able to accomplish this year. They created a lot of good momentum in this city. The boys fought hard. It's now time for the Toronto Maple Leafs to take that over, and let's see what the boys can cook up the rest of the
I
year.
like it. This will
playoffs.
be a tough test
I like that.
tonight.
Absolutely.
And you know what? You look good in that ambassador jacket.
That's fantastic.
Perfect. I like it a lot.
You're about
Top
the
notch.
third person to tell me
And-
that. That's about all I got.
And you got some. Okay, I thought it was maybe a thong. No, but it is.
Oh, it's Hockey
It's
Fights
Hockey Fights
Cancer
Cancer
Month,
Night,
and,
yeah.
and obviously we've lost so many amazing people to cancer, and it's terrible. Like, even a guy close to home, Mike Grinnell, his girlfriend at a very young age got breast cancer. She fought extremely hard. She's beaten it. That was one that hit really close to home with us because it's spitting chiclets, and especially such a young girl to be going through that. But she fought hard, and you learn so much about what people are going through, not only when they get the disease, but also their family and what they have to endure. And he was a rock for her, and she was obviously a rock and beat it. So, Alana, you're a gem, and we're so happy that you're still with us. And to everybody who's lost a special family members and loved ones to cancer, my heart goes out to you, and we fight for you. That's
well
what
said,
we do,
well
right?
said, and
That's
we'll
what
have
we
more
do.
on that throughout the night.
Well done.
Really appreciate that.
Love
Can
you,
you try
boys.
that on? I think that
Love
would
what you guys
that would
got going
fit.
on
That's
here. And
beautiful.
appreciate it.
Good.
He's a man of few words, folks. More
It
of the
is.
dance moves.
I wish it was a 40. I just missing a 47 on the side there. Barstool love, but I'll still rock it out here. I'll still wear it.
Those pants were tough to look at. Okay, rolling on and keeping with the laughs, we had a chance, Mayday and I, to sit down and go one-on-one with a couple of the guys from Shoresy. Tonight, we welcome you inside Real Sports Bar and Grill with some special guests tonight. This is going to go right off the rails, boys. I love it. We're across all Leaf platforms, so thanks for tuning in on Unsportsmanlike content. Brad May with us as well, and Fred Waugh of Shoresy, as well as Ryan McDonell from Shoresy. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. How is everything going as we see your sporting the jerseys?
Darn good. We got the home and aways on tonight. We're ready to go. So
Gorgeous. I love it. Of course, let's talk characters with the show. We're going to get into the show. We've got a lot of questions about your careers, about the fabric of this show and why it fits with this country and why people just love it. There's a lot to get to. Ryan, you play Michaels. That's the character. Fred, you're playing Delaney. I was going down a rabbit hole on YouTube today, watching just some of the first-class high-end chirps. It's second to none, and I know that's kind of the calling card or the hallmark for it. But the one question I got to ask you boys right off the top, how much is improv, how much is scripted, and how does everybody nail it night in, night out?
There's no improv.
That's amazing to me.
Jared writes
Yeah,
he's such a good writer.
Yeah.
And he knows exactly what he wants. And basically you just have to say the lines and just be in the moment, the present moment. And we've all, played hockey, so it's just our natural instincts kick in right away and with the lines. So it's a lot of fun.
it's just been multiple times like where we're breaking. If that's kind of like. I think a lot of people ask, are we improvising all the time? Because it comes off
It
so.
does
but
feel that
like
way.
Like you said, that's Jared's mind. Those are his words. We say them legitimately right off the page. And, I don't know about you, but like when we get our scripts, I'm just like peeling through and busting a gut.
Keeping a straight face when you're live must be.
It's incredibly difficult. yeah.
There's some good times.
Ryan, four seasons in. Obviously, it's a hockey show. First couple seasons, we're all learning the new characters. You guys are doing your thing. However, in this most recent season, it was in the off season, and so 2 questions: how much did you love spending time in Sudbury, and then who coined the phrase "Sud Vegas"?
Might have been Terry. It might have been Dolo. We're going to have to figure that out.
Okay.
We're going to have to get back to you on that and figure it out. But I will say, that was us. Sud Vegas is us. So so that's born now. It was the first time that, the truth is, the first 2 seasons that we shot, the pandemic was going on. We're following a lot of safety rules and stuff. We weren't going out or seeing anything. And the summer in Sudbury is pretty darn amazing. So it was the first time we were all there together to see it lit up, the lakes, and
Sudbury lit up.
lit up, yeah. But it literally was it gave us a new lease on what the town was.
Right.
'Cause we really weren't able to see a lot of it the other 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you're from Nova Scotia. You're from Montreal area.
I was born in Montreal.
You roll into Sudbury. This must have, not just for you guys, but, you got Terry Ryan who's out there and, guys from all over the country. You roll into Sudbury. What was the impression and how did you say, okay, this is going to be home for the next little while?
It's funny, my Marriott Bonvoy, I was looking at the Sudbury, how many nights I've stayed at the town place.
I love that you're getting points, though.
You
got
Bonvoy. It's been, each time we go, I'm going to speak for myself, but each season it's gotten more, the town has become very much a character in the show. So even in the last season, we've kind of shine a light on a lot of the businesses that are in Sudbury, a lot of the ones that we have scripted in the episodes that are real. So people are going to, Pepe Panini's, and they're going to all the places, and it's pretty cool that we're being able to bring that to the town, and bring some awareness. People are going there.
I was gonna say
the Sudbury Wolves were playing with our jerseys last night, so
they probably
pretty
just
cool.
love having you guys, right? They've embraced you.
They make the best meatballs at like they really do.
Hey guys, we're hockey players. When you're going to training camp, obviously you have a summer of workouts and you got a plan to get yourself ready to get prepared. How do you get prepared for another season? And is it all about memorizing your lines, understanding your role, or is there a lot of physical things that you get into? You're still playing hockey, you're still doing your thing.
Yeah, I think for me, I'll speak for myself, I try to stay in good shape, and you try to hit the ice as often as you can, because you want to look good for that take, that one shot. There's still that competitive instinct inside of you, so you try to keep that.
A lot of pride.
Yeah, and then you just learning lines. I enjoy the craft of acting. Working with acting coaches, taking acting classes, taking working with dialect coaches. I take it pretty serious and I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So the hard work is all there, the preparation is all there. When you get on set, then you just live the moment and just enjoy it.
Your dad's Hockey Hall of Famer, Patrick Waugh. I think a lot of people who watch the show obviously know this. But for you to make that switch, you played in the minors, you played in the Q, you
He's
come
our best
from
player.
hockey royalty. You also have a law background, correct?
Correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did you go, all right, forget hockey, forget law, I'm going to act, but you did incorporate hockey. But how did you make that transition and that decision?
What's actually funny is I stopped playing hockey for a year in juniors at 18 years old, and that's actually how I met Mr. Jared Kiso. Just going through stuff in my life, and I was like, I needed to get away, and I always wanted to do acting. Something I always enjoyed and loved. And honestly, one of the shows that I really liked that really pushed me into was The O.C. Yeah, so I enjoyed that, and I remember.
Can't believe you admitted that.
I wanted to. Yeah, well, it is what it is. But I remember when I was gonna quit that year. I remember I prepared to where I was going to go live in LA, and to tell my dad that I was going to stop playing hockey. I remember it was a round table. I go down in the kitchen. I said, Dad, I got to talk to you. There's something I got to say. He's like, okay.
This could go a few ways.
He walks with his goalie pad still, right? So it kind of walks side to side. Let's sit there. And so then I sit down. I said, I'm going to stop playing hockey, and this is my last year, and I'm going to go to LA and become an actor. There was a moment I said, like, really? You're going to be an actor? I'm like, yes. I'm confident, yes. And so I planned it out. I'm going to go to Santa Monica College, and I got everything laid out. And he was honestly, I think it's something I needed, and he supported, and it was the best decision in my life that actually did, because actually I put myself out there, and I had the same dialect coach as Mr. Jared Kiso there, and that's how I met him. She goes, I got this Canadian guy I'm working with. He's got his Don Cherry premiere. Would you like to come? And I was like, yeah, sure. And that's actually how we met for the first time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What's your dad think of your performance, the show? Is he an avid fan? I mean, you must get some feedback.
He loves it. Honestly, I think he's just a big fan of me.
Yeah.
I think when he sees his kids doing what they love to do, I think that's, he embraces that and just very, very happy for us.
Fantastic.
Does Patrick critique you?
He says he's awful. He says he's just awful.
I wish he would. But I won 24 games in a row, so it's not a big deal. No big deal, 24-0. No, my stunt guy is amazing. Let's just get that right out.
Oh, yeah? You lean heavily on him?
He's
Yeah.
incredible. But I do want to say just really quickly about this. As an guy, I've been kicking a cinder block, I say, down the road acting for a really long time. And to be with these guys in this dressing room, having the mentality of like a hockey player, having the mentality of team, unity, whatever it is, it's such a breath of fresh air to the film industry, to our show. I think maybe that's why it works the way it does, but there's a really great dichotomy of you're an actor, man. He works harder than anyone else, and that's what I mean is like the work ethic that you see from the hockey player comes out in the acting, and it's such a refreshing set to be on. Like, it's the best.
I can't
It's the
even
best.
imagine. It doesn't even look like work from the outside. We know it is, but that's how you know you're doing it right, because you guys make it look effortless. Like
That's
again, a lot of the script, a lot of the talent, a lot of the way Jared has positioned this thing, but a lot of chirps. And I think, as we talked about, that's
Love
what
the
it's about.
chirps.
Who's the master? Who do you not even want to go down that road with? Who is going to just tear you limb from
I
limb?
was just gonna
Terry's pretty
Terry.
good.
I wouldn't want to like.
Rasty, I think, is pretty good too.
Rasty will get you. Yeah.
Those are NHL guys.
Good.
Yeah.
Jordan is quietly. Jordan Nolan's quiet chirp, like he'll just leave you with like this, and then you'll be like, ah. So I mean, there's different variations of the chirp.
You wade into
you know?
those waters, or do you just kind of know who's who on the?
No, I'm just a silly goose. I'm just I don't know.
You gotta have. Your dad was.
I
You
chirped
gotta
a
come
lot
by.
when
Yeah.
I was playing. When I was playing, I was a little. I can't say the word, but
Hey, when you were a little guy, you're.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
When he was a little guy, I have a question for you. I was with Terry Ryan the last couple days, so I love TR. Spent a lot of time with him, and he wanted to ask me to have you. When's the first time you guys met? He was a rookie going into training camp in Montreal, and somebody wanted to drive him over to Patrick Waugh's house so he could meet his hero, Terry's hero, and of course he ended up in the basement. Maybe you could talk about the beautiful house you had.
I don't remember much of that. Terry remembers it more than I do, but we were living in, I think it was in Rosemère, and downstairs in our basement, it was unbelievable. We had an ice hockey rink. Not real ice there. It was like rollerblades, but it was like real boards and everything. It was a really great setup, and that's the first time that he came over, and I think he played with my brother and I down in the basement, so that's how we first met, and then here we are working on a TV show together, so it's pretty cool.
What NHL player would represent, somebody like your character? Is there a player around the league that you kind of know, or maybe you hear from that goes, "Oh yeah, this is kind of my character"?
I say Ribeiro for me.
Whoa!
That's a loaded statement.
There's a lot to
Spicy
unpack there.
meatball. I'm not touching it.
Hey man, good guy.
Great guy, great player.
Yeah, because I'm finding it increasingly that goalies are very weird, and I've met them now, or they reach out. So,
Oh, they must all the time, right?
man, that's a really good question. See, I'm a big Mike Smith guy, but I don't act like him at all.
No?
So,
Well, you're about 8 inches shorter, so.
yeah, there's that too. So, yeah, okay,
Right.
Mike Vernon. Yeah. So I'm the shorty.
Nice
yeah.
pull.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think that this show has, there's some obvious connections, but why do you think this show, and maybe we touched on it a little bit earlier, has really resonated with the fabric of this country? We know the hockey side of it, we know the dialogue, but that's not easy to pull off either. We've seen attempts at hockey shows or movies that haven't always, done well. Why has this one worked so much?
It's heart, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Like it's heart. Like I personally, I think, like, put it this way, like the fans that come up and say whatever they say to us, the jokes they're there. Like it's a funny show. It's a very funny show. The thing that like sticks out is that people were like, oh my God, I cried on that last episode, or the idea of sports in itself, not just hockey, but any team, like what you have to give up, the sacrifices that you make, the things that you go through, is what really resonates, I think, more. I've had a young girls' soccer team come up and say that they loved Shoresy for that reason alone.
Really?
The sitting in the dressing room scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what sticks out to me the most, like, for sure.
For me, if I'm make sure I understood the question correctly, but I think what makes it great, I think the family and the respect that there is. I think the writing is so good. I mean, Mr. Jerry Cuso, he loves the game. He's passionate about the game. He studies every guy that plays in the show. He knows all your stats.
Yeah, if you're
he knows everything about it.
He knows how many block shots they had the night before.
So yeah, the directors, the Skeeners, and then the guys that play in it. Everyone, in hockey, you have to buy in, right, to have success. you have to buy in, and I think everyone buys into the show, and that's what it represents as a family. And I remember the first day, you know, for me, I got into in season 2, and I was very nervous because, you know, it's like going to school again. You know, it's like at lunchtime, and I'm like, okay, I don't know much anyone, so I'm in the lunch line. Actually, I'm like, where am I going to sit? You know. And I'm walking. I hope they say hello to me. You know.
Oh yeah.
But they do, and they bring you right in. And I think for a team, that's what everyone loves is when everyone buys in. You know, one team, one goal, one objective. That's what it's about, you know?
Hey, I have one question, sir.
Yeah.
Seriously. So I've been invited a few times last season to come and play you guys in that Shoresy Classic.
He should be a character on the show.
You've got a number of games lined up again. Yep. How great is that for you guys? Obviously, hockey players, but you're able to be in character for part of these games, but you get to play against former NHLers, and for yourself, you got to grow up in the hockey world with your father and all his buddies, but a lot of those guys are playing in these games. That's pretty cool.
It's, you know, it's especially like playing against you guys, everyone honestly, but like Detroit was pretty special because that was such a big rivalry with Colorado and my dad during that time, so that was pretty cool to be there. And just, you know, when you play minor hockey, you know, it's so fun, these tournaments, right? When you're playing, you get to go with all of your friends and you're excited to leave. And it just kind of feels that way at the same time. We're all there for like a month or a couple weeks all together, and we're all going to play against these NHL guys that we looked up to. And, you know, I played minor hockey for the Rochester Americans. I didn't get necessarily the opportunity to play in the NHL, but now I find my way playing in NHL rinks this time around. So it's pretty special, you know? It's just, you enjoy it.
I don't want to speak for the guys who played pro, but they did say, like, after the very first time that we had done it, they were like, that was so special. It was so different. I still try to put my finger on, like, what made it so special. Our fans definitely are that.
Just buy in.
They have bought in. They're the best fans in TV out there, period. We have the best fans. And for me, as someone who's just a hockey geek, who's an actor and who's been lucky enough to be doing this, to be skating out in this arena, to be skating out at any NHL arena when there's people that bought tickets to it is just like mind-blowing. So, yeah.
Well, the new one is coming up November 28th, if I'm getting that correct, right here at Scotiabank Arena. That's going to be fun. Members of Shoresy taking on members of the Maple Leafs alumni. That's pretty special. Tickets rather are available. You can catch.
I got traded so many times, or I played for so many teams. I was invited to play in 4 of the games last year for those said
like Rick
organization. So, and I wasn't able to get there. But it's kind of funny. I can tell you one thing. My buddies, the guys that I played with and against, they absolutely love it. It is a special event. It's different than the other charity things that we typically do.
Raise a ton of money.
It's really cool, and gives you guys such a profile as well. It's wonderful. So on behalf of my buddies, we're excited to play with you guys too.
Oh man,
Likewise,
Let's go.
and thank you to you guys for showing up and being there. You're making it special for us as well.
You can get tickets at shoresyclassic.com. More information there as well. Real quick, before we let you go, and I know you got to run, quick teaser on Season 5 that's upcoming. What are the highlights? What should we be looking for? Maybe a sense of...
It's not the off-season anymore, I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're back on the ice.
You don't want to know what I'm doing.
I'm terrified suddenly.
Could be or not. I don't know. We'll see.
Great guys, great show, lots of laughs. We appreciate those two for stopping by. And we, of course, will be back January 6th with all new shows, so tune in for that. Until then, happy holidays, everyone.